fought the rest, now try the best!
The situation we have here before us today is a very fascinating one. We all know that the closed network test for Tekken 8 was cracked like 4 weeks ago, and ever since then, the PC players have been running amok. First off, they added a tutorial, they unlocked camera mode, they established remote play, they started to mod the game, and I know a lot of you guys are still waiting desperately for the Jun Kazama skimpy outfit. I don't know what's taking up so long, but they haven't did it just yet. Once they accomplish that goal, you know I'll dedicate a whole video to it. But the discoveries in the cracked 8 version was endless. This is how we first learned that the Yakashima stage and Sanctum stage are connected. We learned that Rebel Hangar was owned by Lars Alexander. There was other things in there related to characters, leaks, spoilers. I won't talk about any of that stuff. A lot of it I covered in past videos, but there's some stuff that I haven't even touched yet. It is crazy what's all being done within the cracked version of Tekken 8. On the side of leaks, so much stuff has been coming out to where Harada had to put out a tweet responding to all of it. He was threatening people. I see you over there in South Asia. We'll come over there and clap those cheeks if you keep it up. Everyone thought this was empty threats, and also some of the other tweets we're going to talk about. Everyone sees these tweets from Harada, Bandai Namco as like just empty threats. On the topic of leaks, my copy strike expires in 64 days. We're getting very close to freedom. But continuing on with the discussion. Now we put all the leaks and data mining stuff to the side, and you just focused on the people playing the cracked version, because there's just a lot of people who's just button mashing. Day one, when the closed network test stopped, from what I've seen online, the access didn't turn off for everyone. Some people was allowed to play hours after it ended. Joe Crush was one of them. Harada went to the stream, he uttered the legendary 2 words that I will not say, and then he also went to Twitter and said stop it or ban forever. He deleted this tweet. Bandai Namco, literally like a couple minutes later, they put out this tweet. IGN even reported on it. It basically was an important reminder or a threat to anyone who plays tournaments, who cares about tournaments. If we catch you participating or playing the cracked version, whether it's a tweet, whether it's a clip, whether you're streaming it, anything, and you will be banned from tournaments for a whole entire year. Now the responses to this, it shows how the community feels about this. Inaction from Bandai Namco kind of built up this animosity in the community. Once again, the comment section on this post, suddenly we all care about competition integrity, like Tekken 7 wasn't released globally after people were playing it for 2 years. Another one of the most liked responses on here says, can we say officially PC betas are done? And I see a lot of people echoing the same sentiment. I know PC players cringe every time they hear about it, but this is why I started off the video talking about all the leaks that came from this. Not only is this cracked version ruining the actual marketing of the game, but also it's causing so much chaos with people bringing up Arslan Ash, in my opinion, is the undisputed champion when you're talking about Tekken 7. From when they first showed up, from all the way until now, this person has been largely undefeated. There's been some times here and there where someone would catch him off guard. You talk about Shadow doing the whole 6-0 or whatever, but this screenshot right here kind of tells how dominant they have been. So to see his name being caught up with the whole Tekken 8 cracked yada yada yada, everybody was wondering, what are Bandai Namco going to do? And I think it's kind of wrong. The Tekken subreddit, I don't know why, but they are so bloodthirsty. Any hint of player controversy, they just salivate. They tag Harada, they tag Bandai Namco, and they say, what are you going to do here? You said this, now follow through. This discussion originated in 2 places, r/fighters and r/Tekken. For the Tekken subreddit, here's just some of the most popular comments that was left on this original post. The cracked folder is not the real crack of the game, but the new folder probably is the cracked Tekken 8 version. This discussion also bled into Twitter as well, like all things do. You have random accounts tagging Harada, tagging Michael Murray, like I said. Do you guys have the balls to ban Arslan Ash from TWT? You see how people are like, they want this fate. Now, if there's 100% proof that he is playing the cracked version, I think there's a lot of people who's playing it. But who will get caught? That's the real question. You cannot get caught. And Arslan Ash, having this stuff on his desktop, it doesn't look good regardless. What I was really surprised about, and also kind of scratching my head at, Spaghetti Rip. Spaghetti Rip was the first person to respond to the accusations of and now this is all alleged, but the accusations that Arslan was playing the cracked version of Tekken 8. There's a screenshot going around of a public PC used by Arslan Ash. A public PC. Note that. I don't know how things are done in Pakistan. There was a really cool video done from Core A Gaming that kind of shows us how close the community is. We see when Arslan Ash streams how many people are just on his set, period. So those two words is very important. But also it says the cracked folder is shown for a software which increases download speed, and the folder with Tekken 8 in it only has CNT and Rockstar Games launcher. There's no evidence of the crack. Remember when I said I was scratching my head? The reason why is because when I first seen this, I was like, why is Spaghetti Rip defending Arslan? Like, why can't Arslan stand up for Arslan? That was just weird. Before we get to Arslan's response on this, there's another person who has been largely responsible for a lot of the leaked information and characters being spoiled and cracked information. Once again, this is why I started the video talking about this stuff. But basically, this person is a self-proclaimed like data miner, and this person weighed in on what Arslan is going through. The alleged website Arslan got his crack from doesn't have a Tekken 8 crack. The folder he has is for the Internet Download Manager. It's likely he has the Tekken 8 crack. All evidence thus far is circumstantial, but this person, they are the real deal, and I believe what they say. And here's the thing too, if you're gonna get someone banned from the TWT, you need definitive proof. You cannot go off of a probably or circumstantial. You need more evidence than just this. Arslan Ash's response is so good, and I wish I would have said this when the Reddit users were coming after me. He said, why do people have to assume the worst without first asking for an explanation? That question is something I wish I would have said to all of the heinous things people were saying. That's a really good question. He goes on to say, even tagging the developers and asking for me to be banned. To those people, please get a life. I think this is true, right? Speculating on whether or not Arslan is or is not playing it doesn't really matter, because you need definitive proof, especially like if you're going to get this person banned, not just for Arslan, but for anyone. And I think the way that the Tekken subreddit and some people on Twitter are behaving is kind of crazy, bro. Like, the Tekken subreddit, they seems like they hate everyone. They hate the content creators, they hate the players, they hate the game itself, they hate the developers. What do you guys on the Tekken subreddit like? Because it seems like every chance you get, you spread nothing but hatred, and it's bizarre to see. It's a subreddit dedicated to the game, but all you guys are set on is destroying it.